going out, and I got him a long clear jacket. What the is going on? Like, and I was the one getting bent over.
Everyone's favorite YouTube.
Hold on, what the what he say? What this? Nah, what the
And I got him a long clear jacket. What the I going out, and I got him a long clear jacket. What the is going on? Like, and I was the one getting bent over.
Everyone's favorite YouTuber, Diddy Frost.
Nah, what the? Yo. Shay. This nigga Deshae Frost, what the fuck? Nah, you be... I saw an inspirational quote video on the grand today with your ass. And you turn around and say some shit like that. Come on, bruh.
Decided to come out and talk about some allegations that have been put on his name by this TikToker. She spoke out and said that one of her co-workers actually knows Deshae Frost and was getting presents, gifts flown out by him, all this stuff. And the person that she was talking about was a guy, claiming basically that Deshae Frost was DL. Exposing him to
Down low. Shay, you better not be down low. You better not be down low, bruh. Don't be down low, bruh. I know you ain't down low, bruh. Don't, nah, bruh. Come on, bruh.
He was reminiscing about it or something like that, but it caused Deshae to go into a manic rage on stream multiple times. It is escalating so far as to have Deshae saying he's going to sue her and get all of her social medias taken down. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself, so we're going to start from the very beginning for anyone who's unaware about this entire situation.
Okay, would you? I said I would kiss Bill Gates for 42 days. Man, why the f would be realistic?
What the niggas be getting out of hand on streams, bro. Not like niggas be getting out of hand, period, bro. Like, what are y'all talking about? Why is this a conversation right now? Why did those words just come out your mouth, gang? That's the first thing I would have said to this man. Like, why did that just come out your mouth?
Bill Gates need 42 million. Billion. Why? I'll do that.
Deshae Frost, someone who's been in the center of controversy.
This nigga said, I'm not even gonna mimic that shit, bro. Ain't no way, Shay. Ain't no way, Shay. Ain't no way, Shay. Shay.
Why? He's the content he's making. He is a YouTuber and now turned streamer who got his upbringing in 2020, normally doing uploading a bunch, and the content was more on the very side, with him getting a bunch of girls on stream to flirt with them, do lie detectors, stuff like that. And this would not just extend to random girls he doesn't know, or even OF models, but even doing certain things to his family, talking about their BBLs, or just basically any women he's around. Family member, random person, honestly didn't matter to him. If they were a woman, he was definitely going to talk about them in a certain way. So it really came to a shock to a lot of people when someone on TikTok called out Deshae Frost for being DL. Well, they can't really say Deshae. Technically in her video, she never explicitly said his name. Instead, she said this.
Back in 2020, I used to work at FedEx.
Lil' mama bad. Hold on. I know those ain't her eyes, but damn, they do look good on her. Nah, bro. Baby look good, gang. Damn, she look good. At least you look got a little leaf tattoo on you. Baby look good.
And while working there, I became cool with this gay boy who was very open about his sexuality. Okay? Then he started all of a sudden coming into work with a Montclair jacket and a Gucci book bag, holding his snacks. So I just took it upon myself to just ask him, like, do you know?
That sound like hood activity. That shit sound like hood activity, bruh. What the fuck he got going?
Know where we are? Because why are you wearing that Nike to FedEx? Like, it don't make sense. He was like, oh girl, I didn't spend my money on this. I said, oh, period. He was like, you wanna know who did? I said, who? And he told me the name of the person. Being that I don't want to get sued, we're just gonna call the person Snowflake. You know, the YouTuber. Yeah, so when that was told to me, I was like, wait.
She called you Snowflake, gang. That's crazy. She called you Snowflake. That's crazy.
I just saw Snowflake on YouTube with his girlfriend. He was like, oh girl, that's a cloak. He really like boys for real.
I'll be honest, I first saw this video when it was just first going.
First of all, she messy. She messy as hell. Nah, she messy, like spilled Kool-Aid on the counter, your whole cup of Kool-Aid all over your plate, bro. She messy, bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. First of all, baby, you too bad to be doing some messy shit like this, gang. You too bad. You too bad, bruh. Like, you too bad. You look good. You look good. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. But at the end of the day, what does this got to do with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you what are you coming out here trying to... That's what I'm saying, bro. Niggas be doing some hating ass shit and it be for no reason, bro. Just because another nigga doing him. And don't get me wrong, bro. I don't know the deep, you know what I'm saying, in it. But just off rip, bro, like, I'm looking at the fact that what you come on the internet and say that for, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you come to the internet and say that for? Did he threaten you? You know what I'm saying? Did he come threaten you or something? Did he leak your IP address or something? Like, what the fuck?
Blowing up, and not that many people actually knew what she was talking about. A lot of people were putting question marks, calling out certain YouTubers, because all she said was Snowflake and YouTuber. That is a pretty broad place to look for. She could have been talking about white YouTubers. She could have been talking about a YouTuber who actually had to do with snow, like Deshae. She could have been talking about anybody. But where she messed up at is people in the comment section started saying certain names. In those comments, obviously some people want to call Deshae specifically, saying his name. And their responses, and some of them would be pretty subliminal. Nothing outright saying that she was Deshae Frost. But if you try to argue her look, she would tell me hashtags. Her hashtags would be Snowflake, streamer, YouTuber, L. And if you look any nice, it would put you right at Deshae Frost. Honestly, you could make the case that, hey, she didn't explicitly say his name until after Deshae Frost decided to go on stream and say something, which would start the downfall of this whole situation to cause it to spiral.
But y'all know that was gay. That first I'm gonna get her TikTok on and a cease and desist. He suicide on me. Trying to say that I'm getting bent over on this. I was 19, 18 years old in 2020. What the fuck I look like? Find out a nigga and getting him a Montclair jacket. And on my name, bro. I try to be quiet, but I'm getting on and niggas, bro. I don't care, bro. I gotta sue that and your family. I don't care. You're worthless. I'm sorry, bro. I can't deal with that.
Alright, Deshae. Alright, Shay, bro. You gotta chill out. You gotta chill out. You gotta chill out. You gotta chill out. I gotta chill. That goddamn blunt, nigga. I've been smoking too much today, bro. Had to put that hoe down. No more, bro. No more. But Shay. You can't fight fire with fire, bro. Now, why you gonna go on the internet and say that? Why you gonna go on the internet and say that to her, bro? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, she was wrong. You feel me? But at the same time, bro, you can't go on the internet and just start saying her family worthless, she's worthless. You can't say shit like that, bro. You can't say shit like that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, bro, you playing on my name, trying to get views, and that was the most views you've ever gotten on TikTok. When you think about that. If that's so true, show the nigga some with me, messages and some, show that. show all that. Because at that point, you was talking about a kid at that point. And respect to all my people that is gay, but for me personally, what the f*** I look like? Nigga, I'm a kid at that time, being gay.
Now I'm gonna be honest, being a content creator comes with people talking bad about you, making up fake stories about you, fake allegations, whatever it is. And most of the time it's something serious, or even if it's something small, they would deal with it in a professional way. But Deshae Frost, I feel like, has dealt with it in the worst way possible. Really because, just because she mentioned the name Snowflake, does that mean you should even speak out about it? Most people who have allegations directly toward them with their name don't even say anything. Yet, when it's something like this, he's outright talking about it, giving it more press and giving it more attention, which he doesn't need to do. She never outright said his name, even though in the comments you would see a lot of Deshae Frost before he even responded, and her liking the comments or even saying something slick under them. So you will come to the conclusion that's who she's actually talking about. Even with that, I don't think it's a hard idea to even confirm that by going on your stream and talking about it, because now you're going to have a back and forth between you and her, which is going to draw even more attention to something that I feel like shouldn't be that serious. And that's just all that happened. She ended up making another TikTok about the situation because he was speaking about her on his stream.
Y'all peep how I never said this nigga name, right? Because the hints that I gave was Snowflake and YouTuber. When I think of Snowflake, I think...
Why I knew she was going to come back with that shit. I knew that's exactly what she was going to say. She was going to come back and be like, bruh, because what my OG told me, bruh, he was like, if nothing should bother you, if it ain't true, what people say about you shouldn't bother you at all, bruh. If it ain't true, you shouldn't have to respond. You shouldn't have to explain. You shouldn't have to do nothing. Let them do what they do, because at the end of the day, if it ain't true, why should it bother you? You know what I'm saying? So that's where Deshae fucked up. That's where you fucked up, gang. You need some more OGs in your life, man. You need some old heads. Put you on game.
Snow Bunny, Caucasian. I could have been talking about a Caucasian person. There's hella Caucasian YouTubers. I was talking about Deshae, but I never said his name. But now I feel like I have to, because you made a freaking stream and mentioned me. Didn't say my name, but you talking about she making TikToks and her green colored contacts. You talking about my family. I'm worthless. You about to get my TikTok stuff taken. I'm getting a cease and desist. I'm getting sued. All this. I'm just trying to figure out why you're so hostile. I am not the first, and I won't be the last person to talk about you in this context.
Now that video was a lot longer, it's around 4-ish minutes, but that's basically the gist of the video. Some other important things she did end up mentioning though was the fact that apparently some of Deshae's people contacted a guy that she used to work at FedEx with, and his friend ended up calling her and telling her that they wanted the videos to be taken down, which she said she was not going to do at all. I'm gonna be honest, this situation is handled on both sides pretty wrong. I would say more on Deshae's side than her, really because Deshae is a content creator. Content creators have things said about them, made up things all the time. People will hate on you for literally no reason, even if you're a perfect content creator. So for Deshae to go over and blow this up even more, it's kind of unnecessary. I can understand him offhandedly just saying it, like, yeah, I saw that video, that's kind of weird, and then kept it pushing. But the fact that I can show you a whole 4-minute clip of him still ranting about the situation and talking about her, it just makes it a lot worse. And as a content creator, he should know that, hey, blowing up the situation, or even talking about the situation, period, is just going to make it 20 times worse. It's very unnecessary. And the part where I would say is on her, she was just making a normal video and didn't really like say the specific person's name. She just ended up mentioning him in the comments or liking comments that said his name, so people could connect the dots and say, hey, maybe she's talking about him. But even then, like she said in that video, she's not going to be the last person to come up with fake things if this is truly fake. I'm not saying it is or not. I'm not trying to get sued. It's raw allegations, and it really shouldn't be that serious for me to say, hey, it's allegations when someone's just calling you gay, but they are. And in her right, she just made a video talking about it, and I do think it's kind of odd to even make a video talking about that type of thing, especially when you're just mentioning like a story that someone had told you and you don't know if it's true or not. But in that same video,
bro, who's more messy, bro? You know what I'm saying? Who's more messy? Who more messy in this situation? Who more messy? Because really, bro, she didn't have to. The story wasn't even. That could have just been a random nigga talking about some random shit, talking about some, you know what I'm saying? You don't even know, like, anybody can say that's who that is, bruh, just to be, you know what I'm saying, just to be lying. You know what I'm saying, for clout. So, the fact that she even took it to the internet and tried to kind of point it at him, because let's be real. Who else she gonna say about Snowflake? If you can name me any other male YouTubers or content creators named Snowflake or in the Snowflake realm, put it in the comments. You feel me? Chat. You feel me? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. You feel me? But at the end of the day, she ain't had no reason to do that. She ain't had no reason to do that, bruh. So then Deshae responding is like, damn, bruh. Why you do that, bro? Why you respond? Cause now you making it, and she really didn't say your name, bro. So it even is worse that you responded, gang. Why you respond? You know what I'm saying, bro? You should just kept that shit cool, kept it pushing, boom, we good. You know what I'm saying? But you responded, gang. That's the issue, bro. I don't know who more messier, bro. I don't know. I feel like she more messier because she didn't even have to bring it up. I think the fact that she just brought that bitch up to the internet and kind of hinted at him is kind of like, yeah, she more messy. For real, for real.
Literally mentioned that, hey, this is what the guy had told me. She didn't confirm if it was true or not. She didn't even say concrete yet. This definitely happened. She was just talking about a story of that something a guy had told her. And it just gets worse and worse the more you keep responding and feeding it for no apparent reason. Especially when you talk about suing her, because then she's going to want to even talk about it some more.
I just seen a TikTok. Somebody I'm fucking gay, bro. That is so weird. Nigga, I get like all that different type of shit, like nigga the freaky shit, all that other shit. But this talking about I'm fucking gay. Like, what the like this Nah, no, for real shit. It's like, bro, because it's like, nigga, this talking about this dumb talking about, oh, she talking about, oh, nigga, she said, no, talking about, oh, in 2020, nigga, she worked at some place. Nigga, I was 19 when 2020. I flew a nigga out, and I got him a long pair jacket. What the going on? Like, and I was the one getting bent over. What the, nigga, I was 18 years old.
Nah, I'm sorry, bro. It's just like, I get the context now. I see it now, but just even you just saying it in this moment, gang, that shit just, that just sounded so bad. Why would you say that? You could have came slight on that motherfucker. You could have just said, like, oh no, bro. It's just the bend over part can't, like, the bend over part is crazy, like. The bend over part is wild, bro. That shit crazy work. Oh my god.
I finished high school, bro. Why would I never take a Montclair jacket in LA? Nigga, it's 100 degrees every day in LA.
To be honest, if anybody else was accused of something like this, I probably would assume they would just let it slide under the rug and not pay attention to it. But being accused of your sexuality not being as you present it does not require drastic actions like Deshae is taking, as you talk about suing her and taking her TikTok or other social media accounts down. And obviously, when you have something like this happening to you or being sued in general, you're probably going to want to make a response to talk about why this came to the case. In my opinion, though, her response to the situation is pretty funny, really, because she doesn't sit there and be like, alright, I will fight you in court, alright, I'm gonna get the guy, we're gonna show proof. Instead, she suggests to have a lie detector test happen.
Since it's impossible for you to stop talking about me and this situation on Twitch, a platform where you and I both know I could only respond to you if I follow you and I'm just not doing that, let's settle this once and for all with a lie detector test. Hook us both up.
She's messy, bro. She's the messy one, bro. Nah, bro. She's the messy one. She the messy one, bro. She the messy one, bro. She the messy one, bro. This shit crazy. This shit crazy, bro. Bro, this nigga, she just talking about some fucking lie detector test. Damn. Like, this shit gotta be a type shit.
I know for a fact that the information that I put out there was 100% told to me. I'm not lying. I'm going to pass with flying colors. And you're standing firm on this.
Just because something is told to you does not make it true. Remember that. Just because something is told to you does not make it true. You feel me? Everybody tells lies, bro. Niggas be walking around here with different realities in their head, gang. You may see the life as bright colors and just happy-go-lucky, joy, travel, do this. Some niggas see demons. Some niggas see demons. You feel me? Some niggas see unicorns and fucking Powerpuff Girls. You feel me? So, everybody got a different reality, bro. So niggas can tell you a whole story they made up in their head, bro. We got our robots. We got our robots running around, bro.
So, oh, she's lying. That never happened. I was 18 or 19 trying to finish up high school. I never bought nobody a Montclair jacket. You should pass with flying colors too, no? And in that scenario, if we both pass with flying colors, that means that the third party, the FedEx employee, is the liar in all of this. We all know that lie detector test is something you do for fun on your streams. So there should be no problem for you to set this up. So yeah.
I think she might be looking for clout, though. She probably looking for clout. She looking for clout. Yeah, she looking for clout.
If you don't decide to follow through with it, that just leads me to believe you know you're not finna pass. But let me know. I'm ready.
I don't know if she thinks it's like 2016, 2017, where we just hitting a lie detector test, like it's a whole YouTube video. But I don't think Deshae wants to bring it there because it's gonna just give her more clout and more attention, and it's the opposite of what he truly wants. Because literally in his response, he said that she was a clout chaser. So bringing you onto his platform for more people to want to follow you and see what you have to say would not help him in any way, shape, or form, especially if you're spreading what he feels are lies about him. Then why would he ever want to do that? But then I'm going to my ultimate point. I feel like it is odd of her, if he is DL, to bring that to the internet just to try and expose him for no apparent reason. I mean, outing somebody that doesn't want their sexuality out there is pretty weird and odd. But then again, at the end of the day, this is Diddy Frost. We're talking about the same guy who does a lot of terrible things. So a lot of people are going to be on her side to begin with, really, because they already don't like him. And I do feel like Deshae's response was pretty terrible. I mean, if somebody calls him out for being DL and he's not, I think he should just move on with his day. As he mentioned it in stream, if he just did a one-off comment like, yeah, this girl mentioned saying I was gay and that's not true, just kept it pushing. But he went from segment to different place to car to inside his house, still talking about the situation. So it's just gonna bring it even more attention. It seems like you're really pressed about something. Shouldn't be, especially if you in your heart know it's not even true.
Exactly.
It shouldn't bother you that much
At all, bro.
Because who would really care? If someone was to comment on this video 1,000 times, you're gay, I know you're DL, I know that's not true. So I'm gonna keep it moving on with my day because that only brings me more attention. And attention when you're doing things like content creation, whether it's bad or good, honestly is a good fundamental thing for your career. Because it's gonna elevate you in some way. At least that's how I feel. But if you want to tell me how you feel, the best way to go be comment section down below because this video was unfortunately over.
Big dog status, Bill Hubble. A ball in his mouth for my brothers. Go your bag, tote the cutter. I got it out the field, fuck Russell. Going as L'Oreal about the paddock, then going as Jordan as dead. Believe water trying to drown a bitch. It's a habit tricking on a bitch. Shit, I'm thinking I'm cribbing a pimp. Shit, I'm cooking up dope like it's dinner. Shit, that curse was gon' sit nigga trim. Shit, I'm floating, I'm out in the blimp. Shit, it look like I'm swimming in glass. Shit, I turn on my bitch cause she bad. Shit, I'm making her ex nigga mad. Shit, they go for that bap up a smash. Real nigga alert up, clearing the bag. Piping a bitch, it ain't then I got cash. Turn up the shooters, the switches go bad. Stay with some scammers, but don't moving pack. Trapping no rapping, my dog, he fall off. No capping, no bound, I'm a brick. Fuck on your bitch and I told her to call off. Actually, I'm making her quit. Painkiller, got my little demons on gold, they ready to hit with the stick. Painkillers, got my little bitch on gold, she ready to eat up the dick. My main hitters, call up the gang members, they was already on the lick. Hanging with Migos, all these drugs and guns, think we mess again. Man.
He want the scoop, she want the tea, she want the tea. I cannot speak, we keeping it street, we keeping it street. I took a loss, but you still gon' get beat, you still gon' get beat.